Hey everyone, and welcome to this modding spotlight featuring the Diamantinasaurus by Nick. This is an Australian sauropod that can be found amongst the grasslands and jungles of the island. They're large, common, and quite easy to find, and I've just gotten a rare sighting of one actually engaged in combat. Well, this is a bit of an exciting beginning. So, you will see these primarily asleep. They are just big, sleepy buggers, and you will constantly find them just, you know, in a little balled up ball, just snoring away or peacefully minding its own business. But it seems that we've actually found one engaged in a battle of the Meraxes. Now, just to explain this quickly, when the Diamantinasaurus is asleep, it has a massive damage reduction, and while wild creatures can aggro to the Dia, you know, it's too busy sleeping, it's not going to pay attention until something deals enough damage and it pisses it off and wakes it up, and it looks like that Meraxes actually done just that. So that was my first time hearing the actual combat rules and sounds of the Diamantinasaurus, but it looks like it's getting quite beat up. Oh no! That's actually the first time I've seen a wild one engaged in combat and lose. Oh my goodness, you're a bit of a meanie, aren't you? But as you can see, it's a very cool looking one. And like I mentioned, these guys are very, very common, so I'm not totally fussed. Let's go ahead and find another one. Ah, yep, and here's another one. Like I said, they are quite common. Oh, it's a 1.1, so you might notice it's actually got a size modification. These guys do spawn in various sizes, I believe. I'm not sure what the lowest one is, but 1.1 is the highest. And I think 1.1 is even meant to be rare. And all that really means is that their health scales differently. So 1.1's got the most HP, it's the biggest variation, whereas a smaller one has slightly less HP, but for the most part, I do believe it's just like a nice, mostly cosmetic, but with a little bit of a tanky benefit addition. So here it is then, sleeping. And one thing I remember watching Nick animate, as I did get to see a bit of the process on this one, is that periodically, while the Diamantinasaurus is sleeping, it will have these little idle breaks, these animations, and it might even just smack itself on the face in its sleep. Let's see if we can capture that. Well, it sure is snoring peacefully, and while I haven't seen the animation, it's making me sleepy, so let's move on. It's very contagious. Now then, to get yourselves one of these big sleepy boys, you're going to have to wait for them to go to sleep, which thankfully shouldn't take too long considering how lazy these titanic toddlers are. Once asleep, you just go up to the big fella and passive feed it some sweet veggie cakes or exceptional kibble. It requires level 85 to- rude! Well, that was wildly uncalled for. It requires at least level 85 to be able to feed them, and they are fussy fellas and won't accept any other food, but they also eat quite quickly, roughly every 15 seconds, and that really is it then. And yes, I absolutely did read that from the mod description because I love the way Nick worded it. I thought it was very, very cute. So I got myself some cakes and I got myself some kibble, because I want to see what the difference is. This, oh god, this Diamantina is only, let's check that again, you're level 20 I think? Yes. So, that was a large amount. That was one singular veggie cake on ×1 taming. I see. Let's, shall we try a 150? Let's go try a 150. So here is a wild 150 at 1.0% size, so I got the second highest possible modification, so it's got 12,000 HP, and it is quite a big boy, isn't it? It's very refreshing seeing another sauropods. I'm not the biggest fan of Brontos and Diplos, and especially the Amagasaurus, and it's quite nice to have like just something new and different. So we're just gonna have to patiently wait for this to fall asleep, and we'll give it its first feed. Oh, I just noticed, look at the colour regions on this one as well. The colour palette, its face looks really, really cool. And there it goes. That's it, just slowly relaxes, falls up, and goes to sleep. I do love the animation, I love the call as well. So, on a 150, oh bloody, go away! Titinamira everywhere, I swear Scorched Earth has brought out these just in absolute abundance. Hold on. Just kill those two, and that last one too. Don't want to hit the Diamantinasaurus. Okay. Oh. Well, something's definitely making it angry. Oh, there's a Gigantopithecus behind it, just killing Dimorphodon. Stop! Stop that! You're a 140! Leave! Okay, now let's try to make our new friend. And from that, I got 22.6% out of the first veggie cake. Oh, it actually woke up. That's interesting. From the previous one, it just remained perfectly asleep, so I think this was just funny timing. But it looks like it's going back to sleep again already. Oh, there we go then. It's having its big yawn as it relaxes and it goes back to sleep. So I wonder, can I already feed it now? Does it count, or does it have to be like fully asleep? I'm thinking fully asleep. Oh, hold on. Oh, or maybe I'm just on the wrong side. Oh, there we go, and this time we get up to 45%. So it seems like between veggie cake and kibble, it's not really a big difference, honestly. So you could just use one or the other, whichever one is more accessible to you. And it looks like it's staying asleep as well, so I'm just going to go ahead and sit here then and just patiently wait. Oh, there you go. Yeah, this is definitely very fast. 15 seconds is definitely accurate. Okay, that was significantly less than 15 seconds. Hold on. Let's just sit here then, and I'll just keep on talking. Because that last feed really was tremendously fast. It is still fast asleep, just enjoying itself, enjoying life. I do wonder the tamed variant. See, there you go. Right then. And that is my very own Diamantinasaurus, up to level 224 with 15,000 base health. That's only, wow, that's only rolled 26. That's a very, very bad health roll. And it still has that much. Impressive. So, like I mentioned, you have to be level 85 in order to tame these, and for the saddle, it's accessible level 90. Goodness me. Wait, that's not right. So for whatever very strange reason, I actually cannot find the Diamantinasaurus engrams in my engram list, and so Diamantinasaurus, caravan, it's not there. I'm really not sure why, so I'm not sure the level requirement. I would assume level 85, but I can at least tell you that the saddles require a lot of cementing paste, along with metal ingots, thatch and wood, and that seems to be the case for, oh actually, so there's all these different types here. For the actual platform saddle itself, this is what you use to ride it with and to build structures. This is the one that requires paste, pearls, metal, hide, fibre and wood, all the standard things you'd expect. There's also the caravan leggings, which when equipped will allow it to passively produce medical brews. Don't ask how it makes the bottles. Valid. That's a very interesting one. I actually quite like that because as a very unexpected bonus, personally, I could never be bothered to make medical brews. It takes ages. So to have a automated version of this, it's weird, but I really like it because, again, it's just something I can't be bothered to make because it takes ages. So thank you for this. There's also the caravan chest piece. Equipping this will give it 50% weight reduction on all items, can be stacked with the caravan helmet for additional weight, and the helmet will give it an additional 25% weight reduction on all items, so 75% altogether. These cost hide, fibre, wood, and a bit of metal ingots on the caravan chest piece. Oh god. Well, that was just rude and unnecessary. I'm gonna cover you in the next video. You didn't have to do that now. Right, anyway, let's go ahead then and mount up our brand new dino. Put on that platform saddle and let's get you up then. Which I'm just now realising is by going to the radio menu and selecting wake up. Oh, so there we go then. You absolute meanie. Hold on. I'm gonna wait with you for another video, I promise. So, here is our new Diamantinasaurus. Actually, hold on a second. It's got momentum. And just pause. Yeah, it's got momentum. That's really cool. So it starts off slow. Well, right now it starts off being stuck on a rock. Can you break rocks, I wonder? Oh, you can break rocks. Oh, that's very nice. So hold on. There you go. Let's just get you up there then, out of the way. So, in terms of momentum, as you sprint, it does get steadily faster. And it feels very natural, and it's actually quite a nice speed. In terms of stamina drain, the stamina drain is low, thank you. I get it, big dinosaurs require a lot of energy, but it's just such a gripe of mine where large creatures are just so, like, their stamina is painfully low. This is nice, I'm already liking this. You know, especially for something that's meant to be carrying a lot of cargo, you'd want it to be able to actually travel, so thank you, Nick. That's a really nice touch. In terms of the turn radius, okay, turn radius is massive. But I guess it makes sense. Hold on, what about if it's not sprinting? Oh, actually, when it's not sprinting, just a good old or mosey, the turn radius is actually much more reasonable. It definitely is when it's sprinting, it's absolutely huge. And I can see I got a whole bunch of terror birds on me, so let's go ahead and look at those attacks then. So for the light forward attack, so when looking forward, it is just a little stompy stomp. Oh, hold on. For 223 damage. Let's go ahead and have a actual good look at that then. I gotta say, it's just really peaceful seeing it, you know, like just in the water. I'm gonna get it out of the water so we can appreciate it in its full. But it looks so at home, like it just reminds me of Jurassic Park, just a big old sauropod just chilling in the lake. Yeah, I do like the sprinting. It feels appropriate. It feels good. It's not, you know, anything too strong. It feels right. There we go. So, those left click attacks. I like it. It's like the dinosaur basically. Just feels a bit more fluid as well, which is always nice. And again, changes based on the direction I'm looking at. It gathers berries. Good to know. Wait, that's berries. Does it gather fiber? It does not. Makes sense. So, the heavy forward attack, while right-clicking and facing forward. Oh, yes. Oh, that sounds epic. Hold on, I'll try that again. It's a 15-second cooldown with very high knockback. I'm going to do it to this Diplo because I do not like Diplos, and I would much prefer this new sauropod. So, I love the yell. Ooh, that does some decent... That does some decent damage versus the little left click, which is, you know, that little tiny stompy stomp there. I'm going to go ahead and do that again. I feel so big and powerful. Oh, I love how heavy it feels. Now then, if I just go ahead and turn around just a little bit, there's a light backwards attack, which, let's go ahead and do that and just casually back up into the Diplo there. Right. Oh, it's a tail attack. Nice. Which double hits, I think. Oh, I like that. That feels nice and smooth. And you know what? With the way that the actual tail, the tip of the tails are armored, it actually looks like it could do appropriate damage. There you go. So this is really backwards. It has to be very much backwards. If I'm doing slightly to left or to right, it is doing the back leg stomps. So it's quite sensitive. You have to be, you know, very like cognizant of where you're facing. I love the animation on that. It's so nice. It's just a tail attack, but it feels good. Now for the heavy backwards attack while facing backwards. Oh. So this is the one that I saw Nick work on for quite a while. Let's go ahead then and find an appropriate target. Okay, so we're just getting the position. So 145 parasaur. Wow. So just getting around here into position. I'm going to look backwards and do that big old tail attack. Oh, that does decent damage, and it is mate boosted as well. The cooldown on that is 10 seconds with another very high knockback, so the big right-click attacks really do a ton of damage. And then of course there's a left and click attacks, which is just all, you know, the front and back paws. Oh, actually, hold on, that was a different one. Did I right-click sideways? Let's just wait for that. Oh yeah, if you right-click sideways, it uses both its front and back legs. So basically, TLDR, every attack is left and right click just while looking the appropriate angles, and it really is like a nice full 360, as long as you're actually, you know, hitting the right abilities. That actually went down very quick considering. There's also the good old cosmetic roar. I like that. Not enough sauropods in this game have cosmetic roars, and there's not enough sauropods, period. I like that, that's refreshing. Hell yeah, it's about time we get like a nice big badass sauropod, not counting the Brachiosaurus before anyone gets at me for that. Not counting Brachy. It's about time we get like a nice, refreshing, you know, kind of intimidating sauropod. It's just a shame that it's always so sleepy, so you don't really see a fight, but seeing its attacks, I get why now. And there's also the ability to toggle turn in place. Oh, that's spacebar. Oh, there you go then. Ah, that's really, really handy then. So if the turn radius is ever a bit much for you, there you go. If I just walking forward, just looking, but walking forward is turning automatically by itself. Excellent. Now then, let's check out, oh my god, the amount of things I've gathered. Let's check out those saddles. So we've got the caravan leggings, which allows it to passively generate the healing brews, which I kind of regret not looking at sooner. Those are the leggings. So is that actually a mesh for that? Oh, hold on. Is it the barrel? Oh, it is the barrel. Oh, that's such a nice touch. I love that. I love that modders are now looking to making these cool, big customized saddles. It's so cool, and I love just the visualness of it all. It's something that ARK has been very, very much lacking, in my opinion. The helmet, which is the 25% weight reduction. Oh, so fortified. Oh, but hold on. Oh, it's like it's actually got like all of these little packages along its neck. Oh, but he really nailed like a nice big fortified appearance. Let's just quickly get on flatter terrain. Leave my Argy alone. Blam! Oh my god, that is ridiculous. Jeez, just decimated everything from that. Oh, and it gathered hide and flesh. Oh, that's interesting. Wow, that gives me great satisfaction, just yeeting a Diplo like that. Okay then, and of course the caravan chest piece. Oh, that's so cool. I mean, I've seen the model of this before, but I haven't actually seen it in game for myself yet. I like that. I really, really do like that. It's got like all the netting, all the different supply crates, the barrels at the bottom there. The rolled up bits of cloth or maybe even camping supplies. That's cool. I really, really like that. Well, just a cool looking big creature, and of course not to mention the platform itself, so you can build on it just like any other sauropod. And speaking of all this weight reduction, I should probably actually pay attention to the numbers itself. So if I just quickly take off the helmet and chest piece, we've currently got about 1,500 units of weight. So my Diamantinasaurus is actually quite nearly encumbered until I equip these two items, which by the way, the chest piece is 150 units of weight, so this is quite chunky. But once equipped, now its total weight capacity is down to 500, and that is a really significant difference, as it should be. It is 75% reduction after all. That is fantastic. I really do like this. I think it's nice just to have a cargo dino for a change. Not every creature has to be a big, flashy, you know, insane attacker and deal tons of damage. Even though this one does deal tons of damage, I do like the fact that its entire gimmick is that it's meant to be used for cargo, for storage, is quite refreshing. For that reason, I do think that giving it just a nice, you know, a nice simple passive feed of kibble or veg cakes, it suits it very nicely. I do think it does just a little bit too much damage for how easy it is to get, especially because nowadays getting to level 85 is very, very easy. There is that, but I do feel like that as far as combat dinos go, it'll probably be annoying to actually run around to use this specifically for combat, but it's a very nice just in case to have while you're trying to move a giant supply of resources or a giant supply of items or whatever. I like the fact that it can fight back. I wouldn't use it as a combat tame, even though it's perfectly valid to. I wouldn't use it for that purpose, but I love that it has the ability. It can defend itself. If anything, you know, gets in its way, it can just fight back. And that is something that does bug me about certain other beasts of burden tames in this game, like the Yankee and the Dodec. You know, you just can't use them solo. You have to use them with an Argentavis, otherwise who uses them at all? Because they can't defend themselves. I know I keep harping on, I just think it's a really nice addition to this creature here. I also like the fact that I can just plow through the resources in my way and actually get them as well. It really does make it feel just, you know, nice to move around with. It feels worth traveling on foot. But otherwise, that really is about it to look at for the Diamantinasaurus. I do believe this is Nick's very first creature, and I'm very excited to see what more he has planned after this. And this is a very promising new start, and again, it's just nice to have something that's more on the utility side of things. I love the combat tames, I really do, but utility is refreshing, and the game could always do more of that kind of stuff. So thank you, Nick, for the awesome addition, and thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and as always, I'll see you all again next time. Cheers.